Bowflex. In this video, we will show you how to assemble the Bowflex Revolution. Begin by selecting an area where you are going to set up and operate your home gym. For safe operation, the machine must be located on a hard level surface. For best results, assemble the unit in the location where you intend to use it. Please allow a minimum work area of 120 inches long and 84 inches wide. Be sure that the workout space you chose has adequate height clearance, taking into consideration the height of the user and the maximum height of the home gym. Before you begin the assembly, please make sure you read the assembly manual thoroughly, as it contains important safety warnings and assembly tips. Please note, there are some steps in the assembly process that might require two people to help with the assembly. Some components of the machine can be heavy or unwieldy. Please use a second person when doing assembly involving these parts. Start the assembly by checking the parts list. See the assembly manual for a complete parts list. A right R and left L decal have been applied to the parts to assist with assembly. The following tools are required for this assembly. All of the hex wrenches required are provided and included with your assembly. Unboxing your Bowflex Revolution. There are multiple boxes with different components inside. Please check the manual for what's included in each box. Begin by placing Box 2, where you intend to assemble your home gym. The Bowflex Revolution home gym is very heavy. Whenever possible, use two people to unbox the main unit. Begin by opening the top flaps of the box. Using a cutting knife, cut through the corners of the box along the dotted lines to expose the top layer of styrofoam. Fold the flaps down, remove the rear stabilizer and hardware pack. Remove the two foot caps that are packaged in this box and place them aside for now. Then remove the top layer of styrofoam to expose the lower portion of the mainframe. The lower portion of the mainframe should have the back bracket facing up. Next, locate the rear stabilizer and place it in the bracket on the mainframe with the feet of the rear stabilizer pointing away from the mainframe. Make sure the two bolt holes in the rear stabilizer are pointing downward. Slowly lower the rear stabilizer into place, matching the holes on the mainframe bracket. First, secure the stabilizer from the underside of the rear stabilizer. Install but do not tighten two 3/8 inch by 3/4 inch Allen bolts and two 3/8 inch washers in the underside of the rear stabilizer. Next, install two 1/2 inch by 3/1/4 inch Allen bolts with 1/2 inch washers and nylock nuts at the sides of the rear stabilizer. Fully tighten the hardware using the provided 7/32 Allen wrench for the bolts and a 3/4 inch wrench for the nuts. Then go back and fully tighten the hardware underneath the stabilizer using a 5/16 inch Allen wrench. Completely tighten all the hardware. Next, locate the two foot caps and slide them onto both feet of the rear stabilizer. Slowly push them into place. After attaching the foot caps, locate the platform and insert the platform into the mainframe with the rubber pads pointing downward. Slide the platform into place and push up on the platform to align it with the mainframe side holes. Secure the platform using four 1/2 inch by 3/4 inch Allen bolts and four 1/2 inch washers, two on each side of the frame. You may have to push up on the wheel end of the platform to allow screws to align with the threaded hole in the platform. Install but do not tighten the hardware at this moment. Next, use two people to slowly roll the box completely over so that the unit rests on the rear stabilizer and platform. With that done, lift the box up and off of the styrofoam packing. Discard the box as needed. This will expose the styrofoam packing. Separate the styrofoam packing and remove the plastic wrapping from the engine. Finally, secure the platform to the mainframe with one 1/2 inch by 3/4 inch Allen bolt and one 1/2 inch washer. Completely tighten hardware using the provided 5/16 inch Allen wrench. Unboxing is now complete. The next steps are for assembling your Bowflex Revolution home gym. Step 1. Removing the top cover. Begin Step 1 by locating the main unit. Next, remove the top cover located on top from the main unit. Using a 1/8 inch Allen wrench, remove the four screws holding the top cover in place, two from both sides. Remove the hardware, then remove the top cover and set them aside for now. Step 1 is now complete. Step 2. Removing the styrofoam inner packing. Begin step 2 by locating the 3 pieces of styrofoam inner packing. You must open the plastic bag and remove each piece of styrofoam individually. Remove and discard the styrofoam. Step 2 is now complete. Step 3. Installing the tension shaft. Begin step 3 by locating the main unit. Get the tension shaft and locate the rounded side of the main unit. Now, align the rounded side of the tension shaft with the rounded side of the hole in the main unit and slowly slide the shaft through until it clicks into place. If the shaft is obstructed inside the main unit, loosen the tension screws in the tension shaft holder. See step 4 for instructions. If you did not feel or hear a distinct click, make sure the shaft is centered by measuring the amount of exposed shaft on each side of the main unit. Make sure there is an equal measure on each side. Step 3 is now complete. Step 4. Tightening the tension shaft holder. Begin step 4 by locating the tension shaft holder that's inside the main frame. Using a 7/32 inch Allen wrench to tighten the tension shaft holder by tightening the screws in numerical order shown on the tensioner. First, tighten screws in order 1 and 1, 2 and 2, 3 and 3, then 4 and 4. Do not replace the top cover at this time. Step 4 is now complete. Step 5. Installing the pre-tension Spiroflex packs. Begin step 5 by locating the 2 pre-tension Spiroflex packs. Align the rounded edge of the pre-tension Spiroflex pack with the rounded edge of the tension shaft and slide it all the way onto the shaft. Make sure the hooks point towards the main unit and slide the packs into place. When the pack makes contact with the cam, continue to apply pressure and twist the pack to the left until you feel the pack seat into place. After placing both packs into place, secure each of the pre-tension Spiroflex packs using 6 number 832 by 3/8 inch Allen screws. Install the screws in a star pattern around pre-tension pack. Completely tighten the hardware using the provided 3/32 inch Allen wrench. Secure the hardware on both sides. Step 5 is now complete. Step 6. Removing the cam holders. Begin step 6 by locating the cam holders found near the tensioners. Using an Allen wrench, remove completely the cam holders. The cam holders are only needed when the Spiroflex packs are not installed and may be discarded or recycled. Step 6 is now complete. Step 7. Replacing the top cover. Begin step 7 by locating the top cover that was previously removed. If the screws are still in the top cover from step 1, remove to avoid dropping them into the main unit. Make sure all the edges of the shroud fit with that of the top cover. Replace the top cover front end first. Make sure the inside edge of the shroud fits into the slots in the top cover. Now seat the rear, making sure the tabs on the top cover fit inside the shroud. Secure the top cover with the previously removed Allen screws. Fully tighten the screws using the provided 1/8 Allen wrench. Tighten the hardware on both sides. Step 7 is now complete. Step 8. Installing the low row footplate. Begin step 8 by locating the main unit. Next, attach the low row footplate to the bottom of the main unit. Slowly set it in place and align the low row footplate holes with the holes in the footplate in the main unit. Secure the low row footplate to the main unit using 2 1/2 inch by 4 1/4 inch Allen bolts and 2 1/2 inch washers on one side and 2 1/2 inch washers and nylock nuts on the other side. Using an adjustable wrench, hold the nut and fully tighten the bolt using the provided 5/16 inch Allen wrench. Step 8 is now complete. Step 9. Installing the lower rail. Begin step 9 by locating the lower rail. Make sure the pulley assembly on the lower rail is pointing downward. Before attaching the lower rail, remove the zip tie on both ends of the rail. After removing the twist ties, align the lower rail with the lower holes in the low row footplate and slide it into place. Secure the lower rail by using a 1/2 inch by 4 1/4 inch Allen bolt and 1 1/2 inch washer on one side and another 1/2-inch washer and nylock nut at the other side. Use an adjustable wrench to hold the nut and fully tighten the bolt using the provided 5/16" Allen wrench. Step 9 is now complete. Step 10. Installing the seat rail. Begin Step 10 by locating the seat rail. The seat rail gets attached to the upper holes in the low row footplate. To ease assembly, before installing the seat rail, remove the seat assembly from the seat rail by pulling the pop pin and sliding the seat assembly off of the seat rail. Pull out the pop pin and slide the seat assembly off the seat rail. Set it aside for now. Attach the seat rail and place the seat rail at a slight inclined angle when installed. Secure the seat rail using a 1/2-inch by 4 1/4-inch Allen bolt and 1/2-inch washer on one side and another 1/2-inch washer and nylock nut on the other side. Use an adjustable wrench to hold the nut and fully tighten the bolt using the provided 5/16" Allen wrench. Step 10 is now complete. Step 11. Installing the seat assembly. Begin Step 11 by locating the previously removed seat assembly. Get the seat assembly and position it onto the seat rail. Make sure the pop pin is on the left when facing the unit as shown. To attach the seat assembly, pull out the pop pin and slide the seat assembly onto the seat rail. Pick a position on the seat rail and lock it in place. Step 11 is now complete. Step 12. Installing the front stabilizer to 4-bar assembly. Begin Step 12 by locating the front stabilizer. Next, place the front of the 4-bar assembly onto the front stabilizer, with the front stabilizer feet pointing in the same direction as the point on the 4-bar as shown. Matching the holes on the front stabilizer, slowly lower it into place. Next, install but do not tighten 2 3/8-inch by 3/4-inch Allen bolts and 2 1/2-inch washers in the top holes. After the top hardware is partially attached, locate the side, front holes, and secure the 4-bar assembly using 2 1/2-inch by 3 1/4-inch Allen bolts and 2 1/2-inch washers on one side and another 2 1/2-inch washers and nylock nuts at the other side. Use an adjustable wrench to hold the nut and fully tighten the bolts using the provided 5/16" Allen wrench. Finally, go back to the partially attached top bolts and fully tighten the top bolts using the provided 5/16" Allen wrench. After all hardware has been tightly secured, Step 12 is now complete. Step 13. Installing the 4-bar assembly. Begin Step 13 by removing the twist tie at the top of the lower rail. Next, locate the previously assembled 4-bar assembly and align the hole in the lower rail with the lower holes in the 4-bar assembly. Pivot and set the 4-bar assembly into place. You might need to pull on the pop pin to properly fit the assembly. Secure the 4-bar assembly using 1 1/2-inch by 5-inch Allen bolt and a 1/2-inch washer on one side and another 1/2-inch washer and nylock nut at the other side. Partially tighten the hardware for now using an adjustable wrench and a 5/16" Allen wrench. Finally, pull the pop pin on the 4-bar assembly and rotate the 4-bar assembly until the pop pin locks into place in the lower hole on the lower rail. Step 13 is now complete. Step 14. Installing the 4-bar assembly. Begin Step 14 by making sure the upper holes in the 4-bar assembly align with the hole in the seat rail. Next, insert 1 1/2-inch by 4 1/4-inch Allen bolt and a 1/2-inch washer on one side and another 1/2-inch washer and nylock nut on the other side. Use an adjustable wrench to hold the nut and fully tighten the bolts using the provided 5/16" Allen wrench. Finally, go back to the partially installed bolt from the previous step and fully tighten the hardware. Step 14 is now complete. Step 15. Installing the leg extension assembly. Begin Step 15 by locating the leg extension assembly. Remove any twist ties from the leg extension assembly. Take the side with the top notch holes and align the holes in the 4-bar with the holes in the leg extension assembly. Secure the leg extension using 2 5/16" by 1/2-inch Allen bolts and 2 5/16 washers, one set on each side. Hand tighten bolts on each side, then tighten with Allen wrench. If the bolts rotate in the chrome shaft of the leg extension assembly, look through the top notch hole of the assembly. If you see chrome, turn the bolt on one side until you see black. Insert a small 4-inch screwdriver to lock the shaft in place and tighten the other side bolt. Step 15 is now complete. Step 16. Installing the roller shaft and roller pads. Begin step 16 by locating the roller bar. Next, insert the roller shaft through one of the holes in the leg extension assembly. Then slide the preacher curl strap onto the roller bar to hold it in place. Place the preacher curl strap in between the leg extension bars and slide the roller shaft through the curl strap. Next, slide a roller pad onto each end of the roller bar. After the roller pads are in place, insert an end cap into each end of the roller bar. Twist and push them into place. Step 16 is now complete. Step 17. Installing the preacher curl pad. Begin step 17 by locating the preacher curl frame and the preacher curl pad. Next, locate the preacher curl pad and align the back holes on the preacher curl pad with the holes in the preacher curl frame. Slowly set it into place. Next, secure the preacher curl pad using 4 5/16 inch by 1 inch Allen bolts and 4 5/16 inch washers. Insert the bolts through the curl frame and into the curl pad. Fully tighten the bolts using the provided 7/32 inch Allen wrench. Step 17 is now complete. Step 18. Removing the swing arm cable zip ties. Begin step 18 by locating the swing arm cable. Next, cut and remove the zip tie on each swing arm cable. Refer to the Bowflex Revolution owner's manual for instructions about adjusting the cable tension. Congratulations! You have now completed the assembly of the Bowflex Revolution. Before using the home gym, please make a final inspection. Please inspect the machine to ensure that all fasteners are tight and components are properly assembled. If you are installing the accessories, you may continue to the following steps. Otherwise, assembly is now complete. Installing the Bowflex Revolution accessories. Begin by first installing the preacher curl assembly. Place the preacher curl over the leg extension, pull out the pop pin and slowly slide it into place. Pull out the pop pin until the preacher curl is at the desired height. Then release the pop pin to lock it in place. Next, locate the leg press plate. Place the crossbar on the leg press plate in the hooks on the main unit and slowly lower it into place. After attaching the leg press plate, locate the leg press seat back. Place the leg press seat back and align it with the seat roller assembly. Slide the leg press seat back arms into the seat roller assembly and tilt back to lock into place. Next, locate and install the bench. Place the hooks on the bench frame over the posts on the seat roller assembly and then lay the bench flat on the seat rail. Lay the bench flat on the seat rail or place the crossbar in the hooks on the main unit for an incline. After the seat is in place, you can attach the handlebar and attach the strap on the handlebar to the preacher curl strap. Next, locate the hand grips and attach them on the swing arm cable. Finally, you can attach the weights to the shaft in the main frame. Slowly set the weights on each side as needed. See the assembly manual for more information. Congratulations! Attaching the accessories is now complete. We will now show you how to store the Revolution ropes. Locate the seat roller assembly and the leg press ropes. To store the leg press ropes, roll the leg press ropes on the seat roller assembly and hook them on the side. Next, locate the leg extension ropes. To store the ropes, tuck the leg extension ropes into the hole under the lower rail when not in use. To use the leg press ropes, hook them onto the swing arm cables, one on each side. Finally, to use the leg extension ropes, hook them onto the leg extension and the swing arm cables. Attaching the ropes is now complete. Reference the assembly manual for adjusting the rope tension. Do not use until the machine has been fully assembled and inspected for correct performance in accordance with the assembly manual. Please inspect the machine to ensure that all fasteners are tight and components are properly assembled. Enjoy your new Bowflex Revolution. Brought to you by Bowflex.